even when the costs, both financial and emotional, are high. Last time on America Tonight, we began our special series, Making Babies, with a look at the outsourcing of baby making through international surrogacy. It is far less expensive outside the U.S., but there are risks. Correspondent Adam May investigated some of the services that promise baby love, but have left some would-be parents with only heartache.
Joey, we obtained a document that reveals a California-based company called Planet Hospital is now under federal investigation. Planet Hospital and its CEO have been featured numerous times in the media. In fact, you might say they were a go-to respected voice when it comes to international surrogacy. But now, dozens of people who wanted babies claim they were duped. And we've learned the Department of Justice wants answers. Cancun, Mexico. Surf, sun, and surrogacy. It was a disaster.
It's an absolute disaster. It just unraveled. The whole process just unraveled completely.
Yeah. Crash and burn. Jonah Windlanetsky and Chris Palmer have wanted children ever since they started dating back in college. Finally, a few months ago, the New Mexico couple thought they had found a solution in Cancun. Mexico is the newest destination for Americans seeking international surrogacy. Chris and Jonah went south of the border to visit an agency called Planet Hospital.
You could see the Caribbean, you know, and the blue waters, and it was amazing. It was gorgeous. And, you know, we just sort of put our wishes out into the universe there.
Planet Hospital helped them select an egg donor, arranged a visit with fertility doctors in Cancun, and promised them a willing Mexican surrogate mother to carry their child, all at a fraction of the cost of surrogacy in the U.S.
Basically, the prices were a lot more affordable doing surrogacy in Mexico.
And what were you expecting for a bill working with Planet Hospital in Mexico?
Probably about
$45,000?
Yeah, for the total, and that was everything.
And it all seemed okay.
So you didn't see any red flags initially, or?
Well, hindsight's 20/20, you know, so there were some red flags.
It turned out starting a family in paradise was a nightmare.
The clinic pulled out, and we had to switch clinics, and then we ended up with the U.S. egg donor who turned out to be homophobic and basically left us in the lurch.
They say after sending Planet Hospital tens of thousands of dollars, the company failed to deliver.
We lost over $20,000 from Planet Hospital trying to do surrogacy in Mexico. It was devastating.
You put so much money and you put so much emotion into the whole process, and you're so close, and then it just explodes.
Who do you guys blame for the problems in Mexico?
Rudy Rupak, certainly.
Absolutely.
He's obviously was the captain at the helm who went right into the iceberg.
Rudy Rupak was the CEO of Planet Hospital. It turns out headquarters is a P.O. box in the strip mall near Los Angeles. America Tonight exchanged numerous emails with the California businessman trying to arrange an on-camera interview. In the end, he declined, citing scheduling conflicts.
He was a master of diplomacy, of making you feel warm and fuzzy about Planet Hospital.
Jonathan Daly is a D.C. trial lawyer and would-be father, also burned in Cancun. He sent more than $30,000 to Planet Hospital and Rudy Rupak. Now Daly is fighting back.
I was going to put an end to this. It was my absolute goal to put an end to Planet Hospital. There's nothing I haven't seen, I used to say, as a trial lawyer in this crazy world of ours, but this was a first for me because I'd never seen the level of victimization where you take someone whose hopes and dreams of childhood are so imperative and so private, and then just outright steal their money and provide nothing in return. I've never seen that level of fraud.
Daly launched his own investigation, stunned to discover another 40 couples just like him. People left with a pile of bills and no babies.
They came from Australia, from England, from Canada, and of course the United States. His fraud knew no international boundaries. And all of them wrote to me saying that he stole their money. He took our money and stopped communicating with us.
Do you think there should be an investigation into Rudy?
Absolutely. Yes. Hands down. I think I would be happy to see him go to jail.
Chris and Jonah may get their wish.
The hell hath no fury like a trial lawyer's blood, I would say that much for sure.
Daley pressed for a federal investigation, and according to him, it's well underway.
I contacted the FBI in San Diego, the Consumer Fraud Protection Division, and a grand jury's been impaneled. I'm able to say that I was served a grand jury subpoena. I responded to that subpoena with all the documentation that subpoena requested.
A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office in San Diego would neither confirm nor deny the existence of a grand jury looking into Planet Hospital. Although he wouldn't sit down with us for an interview, in a statement, Rudy Rupak tells America Tonight in part, "As proud as I am of my achievements, I am equally devastated and remorseful over the fact that so many people have lost money due to my business failures. But I did not purposely or willingly do this." He goes on to write, "There are some people who have had their hand out for a refund that do not deserve a refund. They had services rendered, but no baby. But I cannot be held accountable for that. Going through surrogacy doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get a baby." What advice would you have for people that are considering this?
Well, I guess my advice to anyone considering Mexico right now is just wait. It's still relatively new. With the kind of money and the kind of emotional investment that it takes to work on doing surrogacy, don't be the first people.
Even after everything they've been through, Chris and Jonah are determined to make their family grow. So they're trying again, this time hiring an American surrogate and a watchful lawyer.
My mom does. She's chomping at the bit to become a grandma. I mean, she's like, when's my grandkid going to come along? You know, what's happening? What's going on?
And my mom's eager too. I mean, I
And
think
his
both
mom,
our moms really want.
Yeah, it's time. We want kids. We want to have that experience. We want to have these little kids to love and to raise.
And for our moms to spoil.
And for our moms to spoil.
Coming up, despite the uncertainty, more